Are you tired of people walking all over your defense? That feeling of defeat just watching a replay? Ugh. 2 units? That's it? They just walk on through? How about this? Does this look familiar? Does it have you baffled? How do they do that? How about this? We're just walking right through. Goddamn. Dang. You know what? Don't even get me started on more! In honor of Season 7, we have brought to you Omni Kai's Forge from Kai himself. Yes, we're going to open the doors. Everyone will now get to see how Kai gears his units. Today will be a beginner to intermediate course. Very, very tricky. But we will be looking at the epics for the most part. No crazy meta units today. But anyways, if you're beginning, always look at your shop, right? And buy all the gear. Take a look. If it's flat stats, throw it away. The only reason I would say keep flat stats is if it has substantial substats, like has in crit damage, crit rate, attack speed, things like that. But they would have to roll extremely well. If they're purple, then okay. There's an argument to be made, right? That's if you're having a hard time looking for gear. But I will tell you, if you're having that much of a hard time looking for gear, then I don't know what's going on. Because right now, I'm going to go to stage 18. We're going to do 18 on Gear Raid 2 and on Gear Raid 3. I'll do 25 runs on each. Obviously, I'm going to skip through and I'll be right back in a minute. But I will do 25 runs and I will only gear my tank with whatever we get from here. And I will show you exactly how to gear it. And it will be good at least in mid-game GvG. I promise you it's going to be better than probably what you're using right now if you're having a hard time staying alive. Because 9 times out of 10, if you're struggling keeping your tank alive, then you're gearing him wrong or her wrong. If you're not at stage 18 yet on your gear raids, you can also do this on stage 17. You will get similar pieces. So this applies to everybody, even the beginners, right? The fundamentals are the same. All right, now that we have got our gear, let's take a look. Boom. All right, this is what we got. We got a little piece of Guardian. We got mainly all tier 2, right? So that's fine. We only did 25 runs, and let's take a look at our background fight. No tier 3s. All right, so we just got to make work what we got, right? We'll take one more look at the shop since it is refreshed. Guardian piece, here we go. Let's see. We are hoping for an HP bonus, and no. Attack, sell, boom. Flat stats, get it out. Take a look at the mana piece. This is an HP bonus. We'll keep it just in case. Another attack, sell, flat attack. Get rid of flat. This is for your left side, so that's always going to be flat. We'll keep it. And it's a good piece for a Guardian, right? All right, let's hop into the gear. Filter this section. We'll go straight to all the tanks that I have. Corridor. Don't sleep on Corridor. If you're running if you're running Northerner team, he's okay. I used to use him for a long time. If you want to take a look at the gear that I have on him right now, he scales off defense, so he does have mostly like a strong defense piece and then still HP, right? So the basis of gearing your tanks is going to be a defense bonus and then at least 2 HP bonuses. Or you could go all HP bonus on the right side when you're beginning, when you're starting out. But as you get higher up, you are going to want some defense, or at least look for defense substats. Not necessarily just all defense, but HP is king, right? So defense substats is okay. Titus, I see a lot of Infernal teams out there in GvG when I was doing my testing. Titus I will make a video on him and I'll show you guys how I would use Titus if I had an Infernal team, and I did have one at one point and it worked pretty well. He can at least stay alive and he'll do his job if you don't have a tank that's not living up to the expectations that you want, because he does have unyielding. He cannot be healed, but he is kind of pretty cool, right? And I'll make a video on him and I'll show you about him especially. But for this purpose, I will be using Baron. The Sode is also a good epic tank, but we're gonna go to Baron and I'll show you how to gear him. Olag, honorable mention. Boom. Now my man Baron, he has been with me for a very long time. He is probably my best tank in GvG that I use. I really like Baron. Well, Torador, now that I have him, yeah, he takes that cake. But Baron is the OG for me. And I highly recommend you try to use Baron if you have no other crazy ass tanks, right? So I'm going to save this gear plan that I have now because I want to compare it. I'll overwrite this plan real quick. This is Lily, the heal effect. I have a test video coming out for that too. But we're going to look at Baron's gear. So for the left side, looking for HP bonus, defense bonus, flat HP. Try to get attack speed if you can, or get the highest values you can of those substats. HP bonus, defense bonus with HP substats, right? So that is how you properly gear a tank. So we're going to take that off from scratch. We will go to our gear and we will filter this with only the pieces that we got from today's runs and pieces that we got from the shop. So we will filter HP bonus first under the primary attribute, and then we'll go to secondary attribute, hit HP, defense bonus, nothing on defense bonus, so we'll hit defense instead. We do have one piece that pops up that meets our requirements. However, if we're going to use it, it's going to be a broken set. And I will do a broken set, but for guardians or tanks, use your guardian pieces if you have them. So looking at it first, HP bonus, Rage Regen attack, it does have defense and HP. It's missing the defense bonus, but you have to use what you're working with. So instead, we're going to use this guardian piece for right now because tanks will be super squishy if they're not receiving the defense reduction from the guardian pieces or from Unshaken Will and the Tempered Will set. So keep that in mind, but guardian piece will do you just fine. And if you're in a bind, use the Zeppelin piece. That's fine. Glacier isn't the best piece for guardians unless you're doing like some kind of attack build on them. Your main priority is HP bonus, and then at least have an HP substat. After that, then you start looking for defense bonus and then flat defense. Those are substats that you want primarily. However, since we do have an HP Guardian set, HP bonus Guardian set, we will use this because we do want a full set of Guardian if possible. If not, then we will use broken set, which I will do, and I'll save that gear plan, and then we will compare all three gear plans. My main one, and then also unbroken set, or the broken set, and then a regular set of Guardian. So we do have another HP piece here. We're gonna go ahead and throw that on. All right, now that we have the right side done and we lucked out, we got 3 pieces of Guardian from the shop and from doing gear grades, only 25. And don't worry, if you didn't get any of your Guardian pieces, guess what? Do another 25 runs or do more, right? Anywho, we'll move on to the left side. So all this will be flat stats for the most part, has their primary attribute. And then what we're looking for mainly is HP bonus and flat HP. Those are our primary. This is a beautiful piece. I think that's the one we got from the shop, or was it this one? Either way, these are both good pieces. HP bonus, HP flat stat, and a defense bonus. We're gonna throw that on. I think that's the one we got from the shop. And then next up, this will always have flat HP anyway, so what you're looking for is HP bonus, defense, and defense bonus, right? So we found one, we're gonna go ahead and throw that on. So basically in what? Less than an hour, we have pieces to make a really good tank. Now it really just depends on your sub rolls, so we will roll all of them. I have all fresh pieces. Only do 1 to 2 at first. If they're not purple, you don't need to keep rolling. But for GvG, for your GvG tanks, I recommend go ahead and just level out pieces, at least pieces that you can use continuously. This one, boom, that's perfect. All right, so we'll just go ahead and take this all the way up, man. Give me another one. Ooh, sometimes you just get lucky, right? Hey, that Omni Kai luck, which I'm told can transfer over to other people, right? As long as you like my vids. All right, though. But yeah, that was a pretty good piece. We got pretty good luck on that one. So we're going to keep going. It does look like our gold is going low. The things I do, right? So I'm basically throwing away gold at this point because I really don't need these sets. And I normally probably wouldn't even level them up. But so we'll go ahead and level it up. And if I do need more gold, then I'll go and I'll claim it from my mailbox, I think. I have a bunch of stuff saved, so. However, yes, because technically these aren't the best pieces, and these aren't like what I would level up, because you want the substats that I was talking about earlier. But since this is all HP Guardian set, then we're going to level it up, see what our HP looks like, see what our defense looks like, and then we'll compare it to my main set that I like to use and see what the HP difference is and how that might actually be affecting your GvG battles. Because I've looked at a lot of people's gear, and they don't gear their tanks properly, or their units for the most part. So All right, so we have everything kind of leveled, right? We'll check out the HP. All right, 69k. That's not bad, right? Wrong. This is trash. That's what most people's tanks are kind of at. Like if they're just starting out, it's gonna be like 69 to 70k. But for GvG, I always recommend try to get like at least 90k HP. And that might seem hard at first, but I guarantee you, if you level up your gear at least, and it doesn't have to be all your pieces, just the pieces that are relevant for your units in GvG. Level those pieces all the way up. Use those pieces because that's where you're gonna get the most HP percentages. That's where you're gonna get the most defense percentages. So we'll go in here. We're gonna sell some stuff because yes, we are running low on gold, so I can't level everything up, right? But this is easily recoupable. You can just do some gold runs, especially if you're starting out, or you can just sell gear. Like you can easily get gold. I'm only low on gold because I got I was doing the Brave Conquest or something. I was leveling up. Oh my god, dang. All right, so I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to save that privilege card until I was doing like Gear Raid 3 or Artifact Raids, like when those tournaments came about. God dang it. All right, whatever. So we'll finish leveling up all the pieces. All right, that hurts my soul, man. God dang, I'm trying to optimize here, right? Free to play, all that good stuff now, or like very minimal spending. So anyways, we're looking at the HP. Look at this. Boom. Level up all these mediocre pieces of gear, and we're above 90k. And our defense 4k, which you do want to get higher eventually. But HP, that is our primary focus when you're beginning or like in mid-level rankings of GvG, right? So if you're like, hey, I don't have a full set of Guardian, I don't have all HP bonuses, right? So you can just do some more gear runs, or you can do a broken set if you're like in a rush, or if you're like, I don't have the time or I don't want to do it. So just do broken set, right? And look all HP bonuses, try to look for those primary substats. So we'll go in, we'll filter to HP bonus, and then we'll just kind of pick something that's not like crazy because we still want like the 60% HP bonus, right? So we'll just try to find one that has defense bonus, HP, and defense. However, like it really doesn't matter. So I'm just gonna throw on random piece, and as long as has HP bonus, you're still gonna have the primary stats of HP, or at least close to what it is, even if it's a complete set versus a broken set. So for comparison, this is kind of a piece that I would normally use versus the piece I'm using right now. All right, so we have went broken set, and look, the HP is basically the same. So you can go broken set. The only issue with the broken set is you won't get the 15% damage reduction, right? Or 15% less damage taken from a Guardian set, or from like one of the primary sets that you can do. But that's just going to take time, and that's just going to be you grinding it out, or just doing maybe like 25 runs a day. And eventually you'll get, what, 2 sets of Guardian? Yes. Keep those 2 sets, and that could be your primary GvG, set that you can make for yourself. So save that gear plan. It takes about like 2 seconds. Type in GvG defense set. Boom. And you can do this in under an hour. Does depend on how lucky your runs are. So we are going to go in and we're going to compare like my primary defense set that I use versus this one. And this is the broken set. We have the cursed amulet or the cursed piece of gear on. And this is my main set that I use. This is my unshaken will set. HP, look at that, goes up only by 497. Not too bad. That's real close to what I have on right now. But my defense, I do have a defense piece. So that's what I'm saying. It is comparable to what you can use successfully in GvG. And I've had a lot of success in my defenses when, at least like in my ranking, right? So you have to always be mindful that this is like for beginners and immediate, right? And of course, what do you want for your artifact? Bastion ring. Stop those motherfuckers from walking through. What are your thoughts? What are your comments on how do you gear? Do you have any questions about gearing? Type them down below. Let me know, right? So I hope you were able to take something away from this video, and more of Kai's Forge will be out soon. I probably will start with the beginners, and then I will go up to advanced, or maybe I'll just do individual testings, things like that. So Omni Kai out. Like, comment, subscribe.